Hey guys, Irene here. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. So today I have another behind the scenes video from my trip to Bali, and we did this shoot at a Moroccan style villa with the beautiful model Gita. I will also go into the editing process of the pictures in the second part of the video and show you guys step by step how I edited these images, so stay tuned for that. But don't forget to also check out Anita Sadowska and her YouTube channel. She helped me film these behind the scenes, and she also took some pictures of Gita. So if you would like to see a different perspective on this shoot, definitely subscribe to her. So when booking accommodations for our trip to Bali, we are always on a lookout for some cool villas that we could shoot at. And this one definitely caught our eye. It has this really cool Moroccan feel to it, lots of natural light and beautiful monochromatic look. And Gita, our model, is actually from Morocco, so she just suited this location perfectly. Now for the styling, we wanted to keep it simple, so we went with just this burgundy bikini that matched the colors of the villa and some gold jewelry. What if you're standing here, just standing on this thing, and like very simple, you can just do, just kind of like, yeah. What if you give me just something a little bit like this with your legs? Yes. And stay where you are. Actually, if you do that, but a little bit more towards this way, yes. Yes, exactly. Yes, that's beautiful. Love that. Ooh, actually that, if it's possible with your hands, yeah, that's really nice. Oh, that's gorgeous. Oh my god, it looks so good. I love that. And the light is super beautiful here too, yes. Yes, that's awesome. Stay there. I'm just gonna keep trying different angles. Oh, that's beautiful. Love that. Oh, that's gorgeous. And eyes at me here. Love. Ooh. That looks really nice. Stay like that. I'm gonna try just a few different angles. I'm gonna try this side as well. Ooh, it's really nice from this side too. Love that. What, you wanna shoot? Because she was like, oh, I'm tired and I'm sunburned. But then like once you see, because I'll show you some of the...
My hair doesn't look messy or...
No, I think it looks beautiful.
No, it looks nice actually, like, wow.
Yeah, I love these ones. I think from this side was the best, from like right over here. Oh, that's a really nice pose too. I love that. Yes. And what if we try a few with the other way, where you turn more to the side? Yeah, that's actually really gorgeous. I love that. Yeah, maybe take... Yeah, I was thinking about that too, for sure. Yes, let's do that next. If you go back to that spot and just do like a simple one, and then we'll do like what you were saying. Yes, take just one step there. Yes, yeah. Exactly. Ooh, that's really nice. Yeah, let's do maybe just from this side. If you put your leg, yeah. Ooh.
Careful. Oh. Wait a second.
Oh my.
Another puke.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah, that's something I forgot to mention. Our poor model had Bali belly. She didn't feel great during the shoot and we almost canceled it, but she really wanted to shoot with us and we also really wanted to have her as a model. So she was just an absolute trooper and we definitely could have shot a lot longer and gotten a lot more shots if she wasn't feeling so sick, but I was still really happy with the shots that we did get. Okay, I want to try actually another thing, just you sitting on the pillow here, but you can try sitting like a few different ways. You can try sitting kind of like this, you can try maybe sitting kind of like that, maybe like you can play around with like different ways to like put your legs on the pillow. Yeah, oh, and what you can also do, if you move it, yes, exactly.
She thinks the same.
Oh yeah, love that. That's beautiful. What if that leg is higher, like on, yeah, like that? Yes, that's beautiful. Love that. Oh, that looks amazing. Oh my God. Oh, that's really nice actually, looking down like that. Maybe just chin up. So if you look to the side like you were, and yes, like that, yeah. There's another one that I want to try of you sitting kind of like right here, and then this is like in front of you, so it would be almost like kind of like this. Yes.
My legs? Okay.
I think that looks fine. Yeah, let's try it. Let's see like different ways that.
Probably not like that. That looks very weirdly.
Yeah, I think you have to go more like this. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I like that. Yeah, and I'm like cutting it like right here, so you don't have to worry. Yeah, like I'm doing more like a close-up. Yeah. Love that. That's actually really cute. Because I already got this.
Yeah.
Okay, what if you lay like on your side, just like right over here? Yeah, like over there. Kind of like this. Or actually, maybe over here on the steps. Okay, yeah, try that first. Yeah. Yes, just like that.
That's cute.
I need some like landscape pictures. Oh, that's gorgeous actually. Yes, I love that. Okay. Yeah, maybe like more like with your hand like up. Yes, yes, like that. And then this like the shoulder off. Yeah, yes, it's like very slouchy. Let's see what that looks like. Like open here. Yes, yes, yes. That's beautiful. Lovely. But if you almost try like this with both hands, like this way. Okay, I like that, but it's like covering too much. What if you just take off this side? No. Okay, keep this one off the hand. Just take it out.
You also have the second hand lower.
Yeah, and then try to do this again. This is kind of cool. Yeah, and actually, do it again. Go like this, go like this. No, hold it. I actually kind of liked when you were holding it kind of like this. It almost like kind of drapes cool. And more kind of with, Maybe one arm low and one high. Yes, and one just maybe like to the thing, but yeah. It has this thing, like the ledge. I have to do like this. I mean, it's interesting. She does look like she wants to get in. Oh, that's kind of cute. That's actually really cute. Do it again. So if you're still watching, you made it all the way to the editing part of the video, and I start off all of my edits in Capture One. I just really like their color profiles, and the raw images look exactly how I remember seeing them at the back of my camera, and I don't find that to be the same with Adobe products. I also feel like I have a little bit more control over my raw images in Capture One. This image, I shot it just a little bit darker because I prefer to expose for the highlights and then just push the shadows in post. So this is what we're going to be doing here. I'm just going to brighten up the image just a little bit here with brightness. I'm going to bring the shadows up just a little bit, and we're going to bring the highlights down. And I think that's all I'm going to do for this image right here. And next, I'm just going to open it in Photoshop. So I right click on it, edit with, and I choose Photoshop. So now my image got exported to Photoshop, and the next thing I do is play around with the crop. I personally really like a wider crop, so something that looks a little bit like the medium format. So I will just go ahead and widen the crop just a little bit. I don't do any specific crops, I just kind of eyeball everything. So I think this is what I'm gonna do here. And now to fill in those gaps, there's a few things you can do. You can use generative fill, but because my images are quite high quality, I prefer to actually just stretch my images. So you probably have seen me do this many times if you have followed my channel for a while. For those who have not seen it yet, I take my rectangular tool here. I grab this area avoiding the model. I right click on it, free transform, right click again and choose distort. Now you want to choose this little square right here. You want to grab it right there and pull it to the side. And that's pretty much it. We have stretched the corner of this image. Now sometimes it does happen if you kind of grab your corner a little bit wrong or you stretch it too much, it might create like a little ripple. So I always, after I do it, I check my image to make sure that there's no ripple happening. So nothing happened here, it's all good. And we're gonna do the same on the other side. I'm gonna grab my rectangular marquee tool, make sure I'm not grabbing any toes. Right click, free transform, right click again, distort and stretch. Alright, so here's our image all stretched. What I can also do here just a tiny bit is make her legs a little bit longer, just kind of fix the angle at which I took this image. So I'm gonna go to filter and lens correction. Then I go to custom, and here in the vertical perspective, we just move it just a little bit, maybe like 3 right here, and press OK. So as you can see, that just kind of fixes the perspective, the angle of the image, makes it a little bit more proportional, and makes the legs look a little bit longer, which I really like. Next, I'm gonna fix just a few things with Liquify. So I'm gonna go to filter, Liquify. And here, I just want to fix her hair just a little bit. There's like few, I just want to make it more symmetrical. So I'm going to take the hand and literally just start stretching. The cool part about here is that the netting is kind of all wonky. Like it's not straight anywhere. So I can easily stretch around the hair and it doesn't make it look weird. So this is before and after fixing the hair. And I'm just going to press OK. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do is move on to skin retouch. Now, I do like using some AI tools nowadays for skin retouch. But because she has such beautiful skin, I'm actually not going to do it. I'm going to do it manually because there's very, very little to do here. And so what I'm going to do first is duplicate my layer. And I'm just going to zoom in a little bit, and I'm going to start with just the spot healing brush. Now I like to play a lot with the modes here. I think most of the time I just choose normal and I just play around with the size of the brush, and I like to get my brush as small as whatever I'm taking out, right? So I'm going to make it really small to take out few of the little imperfections here on the skin. I also like to play around with the different blending modes here, and sometimes I will do lighten or darken. So, and it's exactly what you would think. If you want to lighten something, you would choose lighten. If you want to darken something, you would choose darken. So let's say we can choose darken, and you see all those spots that are a little bit brighter. We can go ahead and use darken on them, and the cool thing is that it will only affect the areas that are brighter than the areas around it. So you can be like super precise with that if you would like to. And then I can choose lighten and take out any of the spots that are too dark. Nowadays, I don't like to go overboard with this stuff, and I like to keep my edits a little bit more natural looking, but it's completely up to you on how far you want to take the skin editing. Another tip for skin editing is to zoom in and out of your image, because if we are being honest, most of our viewers are going to see the image like this. No one's going to be actually zooming in super duper close, right, to see every single detail. So after I've been editing for a while, I like to kind of keep going in and out, making sure that I'm not over editing my images, but by just zooming in and out, in and out, in and out. Here on the legs, some spots are a little bit bigger, so for those I like to actually use the patch tool. So I circle up the area that I want to get rid of and just move it to the area close by to it. And it works really great for those bigger areas. And then I just kind of keep going with it. Okay, and I'm gonna just merge those layers to get rid of any. I know you guys don't like when I merge my layers, but this is just how I like to work. Okay, and now the next trick I learned from my friend Pratik. So you want to create a empty layer, and then next you want to take out a mixer brush tool. It's like the little brush with a droplet. Okay, now here in the top, you want to make sure that the flow is pretty low. So I'm using like 8% flow right here. And then you want to make sure that this little thing is on, like the brush that's crossed over right here. So make sure that the settings look like mine. And now I'm just going to show you how cool like what it does, but with the really low flow. And actually it looks like I'm not doing anything, but I'll show you the before and after and you'll be in shock. Okay, so now I'll look at before and after. So it just softens up the skin just so very slightly. What it does is pretty much just grabs like the color that's around the area and kind of brushes it on top, but very, very low opacity because our flow is only at 8. So I like to do it just all over, just to make sure that we smooth things out just a little bit. And I especially love doing it on the legs. So it will smooth out the things, but very lightly, and it will still kind of keep some of the detail. So this is after the smoothing. Just becomes a little bit smoother. Okay, that looks great. And now my last step in the skin retouch would be doing some dodge and burn. I have a really nice detailed tutorial on how I do dodge and burn, so I will leave it in the description. And also you can download these actions on my website for free, which will include this contrast layer, highlight, and shadow. So I'm gonna pretty much go ahead and fix some of the highlights and shadows. So wherever I see that it's too dark, I'm gonna paint a highlight, like right here in the fold of her smile. It's just a little bit too dark, so I'm gonna paint the highlight there. I think the biggest thing with dodge and burn is, again, not to go overboard with it. You don't want to fully smooth out the face because then it's not going to look 3D anymore. So you want to make sure that we're very, very gentle with what we're doing and we're not smoothing in things too much. And we're also understanding where it needs and where it doesn't need, right? So just right here, there's that little fold that I want to get rid of. Okay, so this is the before and after so far. And then with the shadow, I'm also going to fill in a few spots where I think we need a little bit more shadow. Normally, I just kind of look where we already have a lot of shadow and I just try to make that area a little bit more smooth and not patchy. But at the same time, again, I don't want to go overboard with smoothing everything, so I try to just pace myself and do a lot of kind of zooming in and out to make sure that I'm not going overboard here. I think that's great for the face. I'm going to do just a little bit on the body as well. Honestly, this model has like absolutely beautiful, beautiful skin. So there's really not much that we gotta do here. Like really, really not a lot. And this is before and after the dodge and burn. As you can see, it's like a very, very minimal result. But it just kind of smooths everything out and makes it look a little bit more high-end. Okay, so the next thing I will do is go into my presets, and I will just duplicate my main layer, and I'm just going to go into filter and camera raw filter. So I don't use Lightroom. I like to do all of my edits in Photoshop just because I feel like I have a lot more control over whatever edits I'm doing in Photoshop, right? But camera raw, if you've never used it, it's very, very similar to Lightroom. So you'll have all of the same panels that you have in Lightroom, and you can also access your presets. So here are a bunch of my presets. I have a lot. Pretty much what I will normally do is I will try applying a bunch of my presets, and this will help me figure out what, like, the direction that I want to go with my editing. Like, I really like this one right here. So this is before and after. And what I notice here is that there's some like blue in the shadow, and still we're having a lot of that red and keeping the skin really shiny. So I also kind of do like this, where we're going more yellow with the edits. So yeah, I normally would just go through pretty much every single one of the presets, and the ones that I like, I will give it a little star so that I remember that I liked that preset. Ooh, that one's kind of nice too. So yeah, this is what I will do. I will go through them. By the way, I've been thinking of selling my presets for a very long time, and I've been trying to figure out, a way to put them in a nice little package and have a specific like theme to them, but I just can never figure out how I want to do it. So I had this idea of just giving you guys all of my presets, and as you can see, I have a lot. There's like hundreds of them. They're not going to be stylized. They're not going to be in a specific order or anything like that. But they will be really inexpensive. I was thinking something like $20 for all of my presets, and you will be able to just use all of them. Let me know, what do you think about something like that, if you would be interested in just purchasing all of my presets in that way. Because yeah, these are the presets that I personally use, and I really like them because, again, they just help me choose the direction that I want to go with my preset. Like this one actually looks really nice as well, right? So this is the before and after. So I've already edited these images, so I already created some presets, and this was the preset that I really liked for this image right here. And then when I create the preset, each image is still like tiny bit different, so I actually decided I want to make this just a little bit warmer. So we're gonna just bring the yellow back just a little bit and a little bit less green. So this will be like the preset that I'm going with, and I'm just gonna press OK. Okay, so this is the preset applied, and honestly, it already looks really, really good. I could probably stop here, but I'm just going to do a few more things to this image. So I really like going into selective color, and I always like playing with white. So the white, a lot of the times, not always, but a lot of the times, if you brighten it up just a little bit, it will make the skin even shinier. So do you see how it's making the skin even shinier? It just gives a little sheen to the skin. So we're going to do that. I'm then going to create another selective color layer. I'm going to go into black, make it a little bit brighter, and give it just a tiny bit of this like reddish tint to it. Now, I don't want this all over the image. I want it only on the background. So I will now switch to black, grab my brush, and start painting on the black onto the model, and this will subtract whatever I just did from the model, and will only keep it on the background. I'll also kind of subtract it from like the shadow right here. Okay, and this is what we just did. Okay, I might have been a little bit too much, so I'm gonna just lower the opacity to like 50 with that. Yeah, just a tiny bit. And now I'm going to go into levels, and we're going to brighten up the model just a little bit, just in the highlights. And I'm going to invert my layer, Control I, grab my brush and now make sure that it's on white, and we're going to paint this only on the model. Okay, that looks great. So this is the before and after. We just brighten up just the model just a little bit. I'm gonna also make this image a little bit more vibrant. And then finally, I will sharpen up the image. I have an action for it. I will include this action in the description where you can download it as well. It's a very, very simple action, but I love using it because it works really, really well. So this is with the sharpening. And this is pretty much it. This is all I would do to the image. Let's look at the before and after. All right, so this was the before and this is after. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to give it a like. If you did like it, subscribe to my channel. And again, let me know if you would be interested in my presets and maybe you have another idea of how you would like to see me do my presets. All right, I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.